everybody. Hi, everyone. Okay, sorry, a few technical difficulties on my part. But welcome to Get Holiday Ready, Put the Jingle in Your Holiday Email webinar. I'm Amber Cleve, and with me is Kim Stiglitz.
Hi, everybody.
And we are on the Vertical Response Marketing team, and we're going to be walking you through this presentation today. If you are on Twitter, we have a hashtag, #PoundVRWebinar, so you can participate and join a conversation there. And just a few other housekeeping items. This is being recorded, so we will send out a follow-up with a link to the recorded version for you, along with a few other items. And we will also have a Q&A at the end, so please hold any of your questions. You can just type them in the box, and then we will address all of them after. All right, let's get started. So we'll just run through the agenda quickly. We are going to go over looking ahead, get holiday ready, some important holiday dates for you to keep in mind when you plan your email communications, some ways to do holiday planning, and then there are 4 main phases of holiday shopping that we're going to go over: the early birds, prime time, last minute, bargain bounty. Then we're going to cover a little bit of social media and the holidays, and then some ways that you can spice up your customer service, how we can help, Q&A, and then we do have a little fun fact. October 19th was the average kickoff date for holiday email in 2009, and we are going to take a little poll actually and find out how many of you have already started your holiday email marketing, and if you haven't, when do you plan to? Would it just be in October, November, December? So we'll open that up for you. Give everybody a few seconds.
Need some like Jeopardy music.
Oh yeah, where's our jingles? Jingle bells.
We literally are putting the jingle in your holiday email. The results are in.
All right.
Wow.
So 71% of you haven't started, and we are hoping to convert you to starting.
Let's see. Can we answer? Let's see. So for those 71% of you who haven't gotten started, when are you planning to start? Can we bring that up? I have a feeling it's going to be November. I could be wrong.
Okay.
My hunch was right.
Yes. So 68% November. Well, November's almost here, so.
Exactly. We're going to get you totally ready to do that. So let's go.
Okay, let's get you ready. So here we are looking ahead. It's never too early to prepare for the holidays, but believe it or not, the time is now. When it comes to email marketing, it's good to start preparing early, and for many e-marketers, the passing of Labor Day begins the holiday countdown, and that came and went, and then Halloween's almost here, and that's passing too. So people are starting to shop now, and they're in the holiday mentality and mindset. So it's good to get started with your email program today and to plan it out for the rest of the holiday season. So we'll walk you through how to do that. And we do have a little bit of good news, which is that Core Metrics July 2010 Online Retail Holiday Readiness Report stated that consumers are spending more money online than ever before. So online shopping, online marketing through email is definitely the way to go, and we will get you ready.
And I have to say, it's wildly ironic that I'm helping facilitate this webinar today because I'm one of those crazy people who shops all year long, and I'm actually done with my holiday shopping. So I know everyone hates me, but
So
I don't like being forced to shop in the 6-week period, and I love shopping, so I do it all year long.
So when we get to the early bird period, Kim, you're one of those like
That's
really
me.
early birds.
Yeah, I get the worm every time. Anyways, so let's talk about some important dates. And I just wanted to mention, last time we did this webinar, we had the American Idol tryouts 2 blocks away from us at AT&T Park. And if any of you happen to be watching, TV last night, you would see that we had Game 1 of the World Series just 2 blocks from our office, and Game 2 starts in about 2 hours. So we are watching a parade of orange and black go down the streets, and it's very festive around here,
It's
but not for
craziness.
holiday, but for the Giants. So it's quite exciting to kind of be so close to that. So if you hear any hooting and hollering and honking, it's because we're 2 blocks from the World Series park. So just wanted to set that up. But getting into some important dates around your holiday marketing, there is a huge list here, and you can see, the first one's approaching this Sunday. There are actually 13 holidays between now and New Year, so tons of great opportunity for you to do really targeted marketing around these dates and occasions. And, we always talk about planning out your important dates and your send dates and all of that in advance, and this makes almost a perfect marketing plan for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you plan around these holidays and back everything out from these particular dates, it basically writes your plan for you.
Yeah, you won't miss anything.
You won't miss anything, and that's why we were, careful to check all our dates twice to make sure you had everything. And of course, last year, Cyber Monday, which is of course the Monday after Thanksgiving, was the most popular day of the year to send retail emails. So if you're in retail, of course you don't want to miss the boat on that. But for everybody else, if you don't want to be competing with all the retailers on Cyber Monday, I would actually challenge you to send your email out either before that or after that, because otherwise you are going to be competing with all of the email that's going to hit people's inboxes on that day. And on a regular day, people average about 100 emails per day, so you can only imagine with the increase over the holidays how many people are getting. And we're really going to try to give you some real practical tips and tactics to stand out in the inbox this holiday season.
Definitely. I checked my email this morning, and it was like an influx of holiday marketing emails more than I was seeing previously. So we're definitely seeing that spike.
Yep. So again, think about your holiday planning. And one of the first things is finding out what your customers want. If you have a regular marketing plan going on and you're mailing on a frequent basis and your customers know what to expect from you, if you send out a monthly newsletter and now the holidays are coming and you're going to mail more frequently, you might want to test that and see how your customers feel about that, or just set their expectation. I'm going to be sending you regular email offers from now through the end of the year. That way they know what to expect from you, and they'll tell you if it's too much. You'll see an increase in your unsubscribes, or people will actually reply and say, you're sending me too much email, things like that. So knowing what your customers need and want, and also if you have a location and people are coming in, you can kind of ask them, how many gifts are you buying this holiday season? What do you plan to spend? And you'll be surprised how much people will really tell you, because you just have a conversation and you can get a lot of information from that. What are your favorite products? And you'll be able to tailor your marketing around that. Again, as I mentioned on the previous slide, if you use those significant dates as your plan, your plan will basically write itself. You just have to back out your dates for when you want to write your copy and when do you actually want to send it, and do all your testing. And I'll try to align these sends around really the phases of holiday shopping. And Amber mentioned that the early birds earlier, and there's a few phases that we'll talk about. The early birds, like me, the prime time shoppers, like most people, the last minute shoppers, that would be my husband, and then the bargain bounty, that would be my mother-in-law. So now that you know more about my family than you ever want to know, there are these important phases, and people fall into them pretty clearly. Some people, do more than one of those phases, but it's good to know. And then we're going to give you just a few quick tips on maximizing social media. If you haven't really put your toe in the water of social media, holiday might not be the time to do it. But it would be important, just to maybe dabble in it a little bit and get your toe wet and see how it feels. But if you haven't done it before, this might not be the time to dive right in. You just might want to do a few simple things that we'll share with you today. And then, of course, we're going to cover some things that you can do right now, which are really starting to get ahead of the game. If you have your plan, you can write all of your copy and schedule your emails now. You don't have to wait till the week that it's going out. I think a lot of people don't really know that they can do that. So you can put all your images in, hook up all your links, figure out when your sales are going to start and queue everything up and have it ready to go, and then you set it and forget it. And then you can get on with selling and doing everything you need to do throughout the holiday season.
All right, thanks, Kim. So now the first phase, catch the early birds. We may have missed Kim, but there are other early birds out there that we can get. So let's see,
I'll
20.
still shop for deals.
So 20% of holiday shoppers shop in October, which is really why we were encouraging people to start early. You think of holidays, after Thanksgiving and really getting into it, but you need to start communicating and getting people's attention much earlier than that to make sure that you don't miss them. So these early bird shoppers are very organized consumers and they really know what they want. So this deal definitely, or this group is really looking for deals and they want to beat the holiday rush. Like Kim said, she knows what she wants and she doesn't want to have to shop on other people's timelines. So it's actually you needing to cater to these people and grab them. So there are definitely some good proven early bird offers, and we've listed a few of them here for you. But you have like offer a time sensitive deal, like something save certain amount of percent before a certain deadline. Create a sense of urgency. 3 days left to save. We've even seen like final hours. Free gift with purchase while supplies last is really good. Buy two get one free on certain products definitely encourages people to buy from you. And then you can announce special pre-holiday hours and pre-holiday offers. We will see an email later on that's a great example of that. They had like pre-order for the holidays. And then, of course, you could do exclusive shopping hours and offers. And then just some subject lines here that can be really effective. Order early for extra savings and a stress-free holiday season. Definitely promoting the like shop now and relax later.
That's the one that definitely for me as a kind of year-round shopper speaks loudest because that is exactly the motivation for me. I want to avoid all the crazy and insanity and just like chill out later and enjoy the holidays. So I think if you really have to think about the motivation of these shoppers and these customers and what's going to hook them, and
totally.
I think like that kind of thing, or like beat the holiday rush, and rewarding them, like beat the holiday rush and save, like there's something in it for me.
Definitely. You don't want to. These people don't want to sit in the lines. They don't want to worry about, oh, is my package going to arrive in time? Definitely lessening the holiday stress. And then there's some subject lines here, like I said, the stress-free holiday season, Christmas countdown, savings coupons, and then these sneak peeks work really well, and those are definitely things that you can start doing, right now. And then also businesses are starting to think about company gifts, so that's a certain audience that you can appeal to, like maybe your loyal shoppers, anyone that purchased from you this period last year. And then there are other ways to identify these shoppers too, like find this audience. You can obviously, like I said, reach your loyal customers, target seasonal consumers by emailing the people that purchased from you last year, and you want to contact these people as soon as possible. So definitely pencil in an email or two to this group, just general, but make them feel special and give them deals that will make them want to buy from you now.
And if you have a restaurant or a bar, something like this too, it's holiday party season. It's like full on from now until the end of the year. So it's a great way to reach out to your customers and if they're planning holiday events and parties, things like that, to get them to book with you. And if you're a nonprofit and you're looking for donations, it's like really reaching out and reminding people that, give the gift that keeps giving, give a donation. Instead of maybe doing holiday cards this year, give a donation with the money you would spend on holiday cards and, send an email instead and say, hey, I made a donation on behalf of, all my friends this holiday, something like that. So really keeping, nonprofits in mind too, reaching out for those donations where you can early before people spend all their money on presents.
That's exactly the thing. All right, and then we just have a few examples of emails that are going out to this early bird audience. This one is a customer of ours. This is Ghirardelli, and the subject line here is order early for extra savings and a stress-free holiday season.
Sold.
Yes, exactly. Totally addresses the stress-free part. Up here in the copy, in the creative, it says it's never too early to start. They also address corporate gifts, which is great for this time of year. Those companies are starting to think about those things. And then they also have a sale here. So 3 great actionable points
And
there.
great images for a company that's so, based on like seeing the product. We always talk about the balance of images and text. And in this
Right.
case, you want to show your product. Look at the beautiful
It's
gift
so pretty. I want
boxes
to
and
eat
the
that
chocolate.
chocolate.
I know, right at the bottom. So, all right.
Okay, and then this is another customer example, and this one is from a salon, and they have here Shopportunity pre-holiday sales event. It pays to shop early, so they're trying to get people to purchase early from them and not have to worry about it later. And then it's also a $10 gift card is yours free with every $50 holiday merchandise purchase. So they're also giving the shopper a gift, which is great. And then they're also promoting their gift cards, which is a super easy holiday gift that's good all throughout the holiday shopping season.
And that first sentence really speaks to this audience, to these early birds. Don't miss this exclusive,
Yes.
time-limited opportunity to get a head
Head
start on your
start.
holiday shopping. It like nails every point.
Everything's in there. Definitely a lot to use from this email. And then another one that we have is a Hanukkah email, and this one's just Hanukkah gifts galore. And it says here you may think it's a long ways away, but surprise, it's coming really soon. And just reminding people and saying, this is the time to start. And then they're showing a whole bunch of gifts that you can buy from them. And this is very, very beautiful visually.
And something like that's important to remember about Hanukkah is it's not like Thanksgiving and Christmas where it falls on a very predictable day every single year. It changes, and it changes wildly from year to year. So it's important that you always check the date. And just because you don't think that you may have a traditional Hanukkah product or Kwanzaa product or something like that, you can really shape anything you want. And if you've got blue and silver or white, you can kind of package that up. So don't kind of, pardon the pun, but box yourself in and just thinking that you only have a traditional offering. You can really reach out across multiple holidays and multiple opportunities to engage and connect.
Okay, and then this is a new one. This is my favorite holiday email that I've received so far. This is from Kiehl's, and this is the one that I was mentioning before. It's the exclusive pre-order on holiday gift sets. So what's so great about this email is that they're giving people that are on their mailing list and that are their loyal audience a chance to purchase these early this time of year when, people may or may not be thinking about the holidays. And they're getting discounted prices, and you can see they show you the different price values, like how much it's worth and what you'll be, what you'll be purchasing it for. And I thought that that was really effective. And then it's also going to be shipped by, the end of October, which is amazing. You'll have it. It's there. It makes it easier. And then on top of that, they're giving a gift to the customers. So I think that that's just super effective in getting people to purchase from you. Something for your friends or for whoever you're buying for, and something for you. And then I think they also mention, yeah, these are great for stocking stuffers.
I mean, how many people haven't gone out holiday shopping with the best intention to do your holiday shopping for others, and then you end up coming home with a little something for yourself?
Yes.
I don't think I'm alone, but I think this is a great play on that. It's like you get to get your holiday shopping done, and you actually get to reward yourself with a little treat. So it's brilliant.
Yeah, and it's free, so you don't have to feel bad about it.
Exactly, no guilt. All right, I'm going to move on to the prime time shoppers. And as I mentioned, on just a regular day of the week, most people are getting about 100 emails in their inbox between work and home and everything else. So during this time, when we know that 83% of retailers and companies are going to increase their email volume in November and December, you really need to stand out. You need to grab your customers' attention, and that's the top thing. Really trying to stand out in that inbox, get people's attention, get them to engage with your email in some way that doesn't put it in the trash. Get them to open it, get them to click. And by doing, from doing this, you got to do a couple of things. And one of the key things is figuring out how you can position it to solve their problems. And people's problems this time of year are they're busy, there's not enough time, they have a ton to do, and they're trying to juggle everything, balance everything. So thinking about how you can solve problems. So save time. How can you save people time? You can pre-package things. So here's our top-selling gifts for $25 or under. Here are gift packs for 10 and under. We're going to, give you gift ideas for dads, gift ideas for moms, for kids. So price points by the recipient, Talk about free shipping, upgraded
Mhm.
shipping, and gift wrapping is huge. If somebody can gift wrap something and send it, it's one less thing. Gift receipts are a great thing to add value for your shoppers. And going back to just how can you grab their attention? So think about in your subject line playing up those benefits. So whether it's free shipping or don't stand in line, order your gift today, get it wrapped and shipped, no worries, no wait. Really think about addressing what are those problems that your customers have and addressing that right off the bat so they know, okay, I can just open this up and it's going to be taken care of. Another way to stand out is by sending a thank you email, and this is something we're doing at Vertical Response. Sometimes it's those unexpected messages that don't ask your customer to do anything. You're just thanking them, and this is the perfect time of year to do this with Thanksgiving coming up. And just sending out an email saying thanks for your business, thanks for your loyalty, and we look forward to serving you in the future, kind of thing. It's also great if you're a nonprofit to be able to do this for your organization. Thanks for your continued support. Think of us this holiday season, whatever it is, but you're not actually asking them to do anything. You're not always buy, buy, buy. Having a blend. I think something too that you could do is adding value for your recipients is not just solving their problems with your offers, but maybe giving them some tips. Here's a recipe for a peppermint tea that will save your sanity.
Mhm.
Sometimes those unexpected things that add value, and just giving them a couple of things like here's how to stay calm in the holiday rush, or here's did you know you can buy your postage online. Whatever those tips are to really help people, it makes you stand out, it makes you different, and it solves problems. We got a couple of great subject lines down here. So stocking stuffer Sunday, if you can say that 10 times fast. Save on gifts, gadgets, and more. The best of Black Friday coupons and free shipping. The 12 deals of holiday. You can read. And any kind of number things are proven. Time and time again, when we do top 10 list or 5 ways to do something, there's a reason why when you're in the grocery store line and every single magazine cover you
Oh
look at
yeah.
has numbers on it because it works. So any kind of list you could do, top 10 gifts, things like that, always work really, really well. So here's some examples. We're back on our Hanukkah, and this is great. As I said, it falls in different times of year, anywhere from early November through the end of December. And so this has a countdown, 38 days left to Hanukkah. There's a sense of urgency there. And what's great here, they have this special offer when you do it within the next 7 days. You can use this coupon code and you can save, and it's got everything right there. What I would do to even make this more effective is probably just put like a buy now button under each one of those products to make it really easy for people to just click through, go to your website, and see an even wider range of offerings. Because if those three menorahs don't appeal to their taste, they might just go, eh. But if you, say click here to see
See
even more,
more.
something like
Yep.
that, it could be really effective
And you
too.
could
But I
test
do
that button and see, what gets people to click through.
totally. And what I do love though is how they have the price crossed
Splashed
out, and it
out.
would be even great if it was in red. But it's great because it shows people they don't have to figure it out. A lot of times you say 10% off, and people don't do the math, so it's great to just show the discounted pricing right there. Our next example is the 12 weeks of Christmas. So, and this is week 2, so this is great. This is what we alluded to earlier when we talked about these countdowns. I've seen, cookie of the week or whatever is appropriate for your business, but countdowns are great, and they've got these numbers. They've got great image, really simple. And look, how
Mhm.
long do you think this took to write?
Oh
Like
my gosh.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of copy. You're not writing the next great novel. Keep it simple, keep it clean, have compelling image, just have your whatever you want your customers to do. This time of year, you don't want them to have to sift through 3 paragraphs of
Oh
text to
yeah.
figure out what you want them to do.
This is so
Tell them what you want
scannable.
them to do.
The bullets right there, 3 points.
Yeah, and I love the bullets aren't just bullets. They're like
Yeah,
little
it's so
stars, like everything
festive.
plays off of each other. So have some fun. I mean, that's what it's so easy to get caught up in just like being meh this time of year, but really have some fun with it
And
because this
people
is
will
the time of year
notice.
to do it.
They'll see your email and think, wow, that looks beautiful, that looks thoughtful. And you're like, it really just took me a few minutes. They don't know that.
Exactly. So now we're going to show you how it all comes together. And
Yes.
our friends at Snapfish did a great job of this. This is something we work really hard. If you have your email and then you have a landing page, try to make all of your components marry, no pun intended, together so you have a cohesive, strong branded message across any touch point you're going to have with your customers. So you see the number 1 is their email. You click through that, you go to the Merry Deal Reveal, which is just brilliant. So you can see what your deal is. We're doing this a lot too. We have mystery offers, and we have people click through and shake the snow globe to see what their discount is. Great stuff. Really highly engaging and interactive for your customers too. And who doesn't want to know what they're, even if you don't plan on buying, you want to see what discount you would get.
Exactly.
And then the third one is their sign up form. So they can sign up there. They can get ongoing
It's like a
communication.
continual offer within this Merry Deal Reveal program. So, say this one that you received didn't speak to you, you'll continue to get these special offers and
Takes
all
you
those
right
other
through the path.
opportunities to purchase from them.
And then the next is just the confirmation. And again, this is branded too. It's not just some boring text only like, thank you for joining our, it really has this nice branded wreath on there. And then great call to action button. It's red. It says shop now. I even love that even more than like buy now because it's a little more subtle. But this is a brilliant, just showing the steps progressively going through, and they're all tied together.
And another thing that number 4 does really, really well is it says, now you will never miss a deal as our best offers will arrive fresh every morning. They're telling you you're getting an email every morning for the next however many weeks they're running this.
Right.
But you're signing up for that. They set up your expectations, and just by looking at this, you know you're going to be seeing some pretty amazing offers coming your way. Okay. Phase 3, and this gets us into the last minute offers. So research and experience definitely shows us, personal experience, that many holiday shoppers wait until the last minute. So this period has kind of been coined the last minute frenzy, and it starts, early to mid-December. So a lot of this is making it the last minute shopping easy for the purchaser, but not seem like it's last minute for the receiver. So these people, they want their gifts to look thoughtful, but they haven't had the time. So for them, you really want to make it easy. It's very stressful this time of year, and you get their attention by offering solutions. There are a lot of ideas that appeal to these people, and it's just as simple as, an easy last-minute gift suggestion or free gift wrapping. A lot of it's the same things that Kim was mentioning before, and you just kind of position it a little bit differently to appeal to this audience.
I think you keyed into the key point, which is basically making it feel like there was thought put into it, not that it's a last-minute gift that you didn't just like swing by Walgreens on the way to on their way to their house and picked up whatever was available. Like you actually did put thought into this, and it arrives wrapped, and it arrives with some thought. And I know you're going to talk about gift certificates, but it's a great way to, actually feel like there was thought put into that, and they're very inexpensive to ship and wrap and all that stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, you save so much money on shipping if you get a gift certificate or a gift card because it just goes right in the envelope. And everybody loves getting those. They can use them on whatever really speaks to them. And then obviously last day to order and guaranteed delivery is really important to this group to make sure that their gifts do come on time because nobody wants their things to arrive late. So the more you can do to offer nick of time solutions, the better it is. And they'll thank you with repeated sales and patronage and think, wow, that company really saved my butt the last holiday season.
And that's even if you've done things like that in the past, you can send out a message to the people who bought with you last year and be like, and you can merge in, here's what you bought last year.
Right.
Here's what you bought Aunt Sally, you got her this holiday sweater, and this is what you got for Cousin Nikki. And
Take
actually
advantage
tell
of our
them.
free gift wrapping. And
you may already have their addresses stored, and you could just send another gift right out and give them ideas. Here's some ideas for Sally, or, and those type of things. And I know Amber does a great job of this. She does a lot of our postcard marketing here at Vertical Response. And she sends out emails that have, here are the dates you need to order your postcards, have them in people's, mailboxes by these key dates so they really know, and, giving them ideas like you don't just use postcards for traditional things, you can use them for holiday cards. So, giving people ideas and making it easy for them. So all they really have to do is click a button and they're set.
And there it is, exactly. Okay, moving on to the fun part, the examples. So this here is a customer example, and what's really great about this is that they have up front and center a gift certificate that you can print out. Here it says download this now. So you buy it and you print it out and put it in a card, and there it is. That simple. The next one down here is just talking about, and because it's a salon, a manicure and pedicure, and that's always grateful this time of year. It's relaxing, it's kind of offering something you can do, the shopper can do for themselves. Or you can give it as a gift.
To spice up your hands and feet for Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Very
for
clever.
Thanksgiving feast. And then this is also an example about uh, giving a gift subscription well, this is really pretty generic. It came recently though, and you could just, change the images in the right-hand corner to make it more holiday themed. So it's just a really great email that's simple. Give this gift to anyone that loves music. Great call to action. Not a lot of copy. Good use of, copy versus imagery.
And, we talk about a lot in our other webinars, not necessarily so holiday specific, but about these buttons versus text links. And it looks like they're kind of testing some things here, whether they're getting better clicks off of their text links or their buttons. And we've done significant testing on this, and we found we get about a 25% lift when we do buttons versus text links. But it's great for you to test with your audience. You may have a very savvy audience who prefers buttons, or you may have people who are like, ooh, they don't really understand, and they might want more of a text link, or just depending if it's transactional email versus one that's selling. So it's really fun to kind of test it out. If you don't have a graphic designer to make buttons for you, you can go on Google and search Super Conversion button. It's available through a website called Performable. It's free. You can do all kinds of different colors. You can have it say whatever you want. I'm a huge fan because it's free and they're fun and they work. So
yes,
check
they
those out.
definitely work. And this is also great because you can give the gift first button, or if you're not ready, you learn more.
Right.
So they're giving you. It's not just like give a gift and that's it, and you're like, oh, I'm not ready for that. They don't lose you right away.
Exactly. You don't want to come on too strong.
Exactly.
All right, bargain bounty. So when the holidays, I spent many, many years working in the holidays, and I always remember our key thing we told everybody the day we opened our doors on the day after Christmas was we're going to not keep those, we're going to turn those returns into sales because you don't want people to just come in and return everything. We've got great merchandise, especially this time of year. We can really build on that and make a sale out of it. So just because the holidays are over, the shopping doesn't stop. The brilliant thing is a lot of people get holiday money. People don't want to do gifts, so they're just giving each other money or checks. Kids get checks from the grandparents.
People get bonuses this time of year.
Sometimes they get those holiday bonuses, which is great. We'll shake the jingle bells for holiday bonuses. So really thinking about continuing your sales beyond the holidays. So if you have leftover inventory, this is a time to move it. So making sure you plan for this in advance when you're going back to slide number 2 and thinking about your marketing plan and about your email communication plan. Plan for this. Get ahead of it. And have that email fired up and ready to shoot out, that morning when people are gunned up and ready to go. And subject lines, like post-holiday sales, stock up in the new year and save. Don't let the ball drop before you get our discount. Things like that, really playing off that. And also the positivity that comes with the change in the new year. People make a lot of resolutions, so,
the new you, new wardrobe, new gym membership, whatever.
Definitely. I think gym memberships spiked by about 70% in January. But, really thinking about positioning it in a very positive way where people want to do those types of things. And, you can stand out that way as well. This is particularly cute, bling in the new year with sequins and shine. So now let's talk a little bit about social media in the holidays. And as I said, you're probably not going to jump in full force if you haven't done it yet. But there's some really simple and effective ways that you can do this. You can set up a page on Facebook, and very simply, you can post your emails once you've sent them. You can social share them with vertical response and put your subject line in there and a link right to your email, and people can see it. You can also, add value for your audience by saying, I'm going to offer Facebook-only specials. There's a company called T Clothing, and they do a great job of this and really have exclusive offers for their Facebook audience. You can also use Twitter to do very similar things. You can, again, social share your email on Twitter. You can expand the reach of your subscribers and say, reach out to a whole new audience and say, sign up for our mailing list, and have a shortened link there, and it goes right to your sign-up form. So you can really build your subscriber list, not just for the holidays, but all year long, because believe it or not, you lose about 30% of your subscribers throughout the year due to attrition. So you're constantly needing to kind of replenish that funnel of your readers and subscribers. If you have a very visual company, you can use YouTube. You can put up a quick video. We have a winery that did a tour of the winery through the winery dog's point of view, which was really clever and fun. That definitely would stand out to people. LinkedIn is a great way if you have, information and articles and slides you want to share from presentations you may have done. And of course, Foursquare is fantastic if you have a location where people can check in. Everybody wants to be the mayor and get a special deal. So Foursquare is really great this time of year because you can also have offers as people check in, and people can share tips on there too. So as I mentioned, social media and email are definitely not in competition with each other. They're kind of the Brad and Angelina. They are the it couple. They go together really nicely. They leverage off each other and really allow you to reach a wider audience with your messaging. So they both leverage each other. And as I mentioned, you can use the social share feature with one simple click. You can expand the reach of your message out to Facebook and Twitter really effectively. Another thing you can do if you're not already is blogging for the holidays. On your blog, it allows you to kind of have a little bit different voice and also have expanded copy. In an email, like we've mentioned, you want to make sure you have, small content, scannable content. But on a blog, you can kind of let loose a little bit more. You can have expanded, more long copy and be a little bit more conversational and personal. You can invite people to write reviews there and comment. So it's a little bit more interactive, which is really effective.
Yeah, it's a conversation.
Definitely, especially the comments that blogs allow. It really allows you to engage and connect too.
And if you're getting comments, respond to them.
Definitely.
Keep that going.
Yeah, definitely. It shouldn't just be a one-way thing where people comment and you never hear back. And then video, as I mentioned before, like the winery dog tour. There's something you can do now, especially since it's October and many people haven't reached this peak season of shopping. It's great if you could do some kind of video of all your products and do video gift guides, and then you can actually host that on your website or on YouTube, and then you can just have a link to it. You can take a screenshot of the video and then link it to your website or to YouTube from your email, because video always will increase your, not always, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time will increase your click-throughs too, because again, it's different, it stands out, it's visual.
And you can do really fun stuff with it. Another one that one of our coworkers, Jill, pointed out was the Sears Zombie website, and they had some videos where it was like going through their products, and they had the whole sports section, fitness section, and there's like a zombie on the treadmill, and then he gets tired and kind of falls off the back, and it's just funny and a great
he worked out
way.
He was dead. Sorry.
A good way to position your products. All right, so now we're going to talk about customer service just a little bit. These are a lot of easy, quick changes that you can do now that'll make a difference. So customer service really ties into word of mouth a lot. There's nothing that affects, gets more results than just great customer service. And people have a great customer service experience. They're going to Yelp about that. They're going to tweet about it, blog about it. And that's a great way to just have a great, conversation going online about your business. So here's some things that you can do.
And if they don't have a good experience, they're going to tweet about it and everything else. Trust me.
Too, yes. And then you need to go and have a conversation about that as well.
Yeah.
So these are good things you can do that hopefully will leave people with a very nice, happy, jovial, holiday-ish, fun experience. So reconsider your hold music. If you have hold music, you can kind of spice that up with something holiday specific. Have your iTunes running or something like that. Put it on your iPod and just kind of have that cycling through and just change it a little bit.
Our CEO loves dance music, so we always have really upbeat stuff on ours.
Just not elevator music. Nothing that's going to put people to sleep or be like, oh my God, I'm not going to listen to this and hang up. And hopefully they shouldn't be on hold for too long either. Another thing that you should do is call your own number and kind of go through the customer service experience to just check it and see what are your customers experiencing when they call you. Another thing you can do is spice up your packaging. You can add some little gifts in there.
Like free samples.
Yeah,
I think Sephora
exactly.
does. I just got a package. I was shopping for myself a little bit, from J. Crew the other day, and there was actually a little note from the CEO of J. Crew, Millard Drexler, known as Mickey, and it was just a note saying, like, I know you have a choice. Thanks so much for, your loyalty and from ordering from J. Crew this season, and it had Mickey, like he had signed it,
That's
which,
awesome.
But it was just nice. It was like a nice little touch.
Totally. And also, just quality control. If you're doing gift wrapping, too, you want to make sure it looks nice so that people don't get it and be like, ooh, what happened to this email? Yeah. And then also script for your phones. You can make it very holiday geared if you have different people answering the phone so that it's kind of consistent and friendly and upbeat and holiday related. Um, and then if you have a live chat, also you can kind of come up with a script for that and have that be a little bit holiday skewed. And if you don't have a live chat, the holidays, because they're such a busy time, are a good time to do something like that.
Okay, so we started off this webinar asking how many of you had started your marketing and how many of you had not. And as you recall, 29% of you had started, so you go, and 71% had not. So now we're going to ask that question again about when you plan to get started and see if any of you have maybe changed your mind. Wait for it. We need our music again. Hold on. We need to invest in some Jeopardy music.
Okay, now we have 40% of people plan to start in October over the original 16%, and then 47% in November and 13% in December. So we're definitely happy to have converted so many of you to the October.
Yeah, like we
Month of
said, the
October.
time is now. Just look in your own inboxes. So here's how we can help. As you may or may not be aware, Vertical Response has over 700 pre-built, pre-designed templates to get you off and running quickly and easily. But many, many of them are holiday templates. You can see just a little sampling here in the bottom right corner. We have turkeys, we have Hanukkah, we have trees, we have snowflakes. We've got a little bit of everything for everybody. We've also got the Vertical Response Marketing blog. It's an award-winning blog. It's blog.verticalresponse.com. It's updated 2 to 3, sometimes 4 days a week, depending how creative and how much time we've got on our hands. And our CEO contributes greatly to that. So tons of great information on a wide variety of topics. We also have a holiday get ready guide, which we will include in the follow-up email for you, so you can have a quick kind of tactical guide to getting started with all your holiday marketing. We also have a fantastic holiday webinar series, of which you are part of one of them right now, and we have Twitter chats that are going to be going on every week in November, and they cover a variety of topics from holiday subject lines to holiday marketing to using social media throughout the holiday season effectively. And those are hosted by our fantastic social media manager, Poppy, and they're very engaging, so you can follow those. And we'll send you the information for that as well. As I mentioned, social sharing is a great way to expand your reach of your messaging this holiday season. So you can really kill 2 or 3 birds with one stone, one Twitter bird. With a click of a button, you can get it out to a variety of channels, not just your email subscribers. So I'm really a big fan of doing something once and then leveraging it in multiple places, and we try to do that a lot. So we know you don't have a lot of time. Surveys are also great to consider. I would say, you would want to get a survey out pretty quickly now if you're going to be starting to do your holiday marketing. But also, January is a fantastic time to do surveys to really figure out what you did well this season and use that to shape your marketing going forward for the new year and for next holiday. And then, of course, we have the fantastic Vertical Response Lounge, where you can interact with over 8,000 other members of our community, ask any questions. There's never a dumb question. We're really there as a community to support you. There's marketing experts, social experts, and just regular old folks like ourselves and you, and everybody just trying to do a better job of running our business on a day-to-day basis. So with that, we are going to open it up for questions.